So today's podcast, we're going to talk about signing messages by the governor. Fundamentally, what is a signing message and why do governors use them? In Article 4, Section 10A of the California Constitution, it requires that each bill that is passed by the legislature shall be presented to the governor. And of course, it says that if the governor signs the bill, then it becomes law. And if the governor chooses to veto a bill, then the governor has to return the unsigned bill to its house of origin, along with a veto message. We call it colloquially, but the Constitution says to return the bill to its house of origin with objections to the bill. That is an explanation for why the governor is vetoing it. So clearly, there is no constitutional provision for signing messages. Nonetheless, each and every governor has utilized signing messages that sometimes accompany a governor's signature on a bill. So, for example, recently, Governor Newsom in the 2022 legislative session signed Senate Bill 851, a tax bill, and he included a brief signing message. It said, "To the members of the California State Senate, I am signing Senate Bill 851, which makes technical changes that will allow taxpayers paying the elective pass-through entity tax to fully utilize their other state tax credit. These changes are clarifying of actions made this year through Senate Bill 113, Chapter 3, which was a budget trailer bill." He goes on to say, "Although this modification may result in a revenue reduction, I am signing this bill to clarify implementation so that the Franchise Tax Board can execute the program in a manner that is consistent with previous legislative action. Maintaining structural balance and resiliency of the state budget is an ongoing challenge. In the future, bills with a significant fiscal impact, and particularly tax law changes, should be considered and accounted for as part of the annual budget process. Sincerely, Gavin Newsom." So while the governor does not have to provide a signing message for any measure that the governor signs into law, sometimes these messages may play an important role to either explain why the governor signed a bill. The governor may request additional law changes or may explain why a bill was not vetoed, such as the example set forth above. There are other signing messages that can be utilized, again, explaining why the governor signed it, perhaps how the bill might be funded, or the main reason for the governor signing that bill. And these signing messages provide helpful explanations or even direct executive branch administrative agencies on how the governor's office wants to implement the particular bills. And of course, these messages can also provide guidance for any future legislative or budget action that may be required after a bill ultimately gets signed into law.